You can lock your doors, leave the lights on, say your prayers, but none of that matters when they're coming. These are the shadows that stalk your dreams, the butchered voices that echo in the dark. This is our countdown of the top 10 scariest horror slashers ever put to film. They're not just monsters, they're reflections of our deepest anxieties, given shape, and often a very sharp weapon. For decades, the slasher has been a relentless force in horror, embodying the finality of death and the fragility of life. Today, we peel back the masks and explore what makes these 10 figures the absolute titans of terror. So, turn down the lights, and let's begin our descent into the heart of horror. He drowned as a boy and came back as something else, something unstoppable. Jason Voorhees is tragedy twisted into vengeance, a legend born from a mother's rage and a camp's neglect. From the depths of Crystal Lake he rises, a silent, hulking force, a ghost story made flesh. The hockey mask erases his humanity, turning him into a blank canvas for our fears. He doesn't speak or reason, he simply hunts. Jason's methods are brutal and primal, using whatever's at hand to dispatch his prey. He walks, never runs, his slow pace making your demise feel inevitable. He's been drowned, blown up, electrocuted, and still returns, more myth than man. Jason is the past that refuses to stay buried, the sin that comes back to haunt you. He is the ripple in the water, the quiet in the woods before the snap of a twig. He doesn't need a motive. His existence is punishment enough. Trespass at Crystal Lake and you're just another name on his list. He is the ultimate guardian of his own grave, Jason Voorhees, the eternal camper, the grudge that never dies. He is the reason we fear what lurks beneath the surface, and that is the core of his terror. What if your dreams hunted you? Welcome to Freddy Krueger's world. Once a child murderer, Freddy was burned alive by vengeful parents, only to return as a god of nightmares. Unlike silent slashers, Freddy is pure personality, sadistic, taunting, and cruel. His glove of knives is an extension of his twisted psyche, and he kills with creativity, turning dreams into personalized hellscapes. Sleep is his domain. You can't avoid it forever. In dreams, he's omnipotent, blurring the line between reality and nightmare. The more you fear him, the stronger he becomes, a self-perpetuating legend. Freddy is the boogeyman who knows your secrets and exactly what will make you scream. He's the sins of the parents visited upon the children, a monster born from vengeance. Some evils can't be erased, only transformed into something worse. Freddy Krueger, the constant presence in your mind, waiting for you to fall asleep. All you have to do is close your eyes. The mask, the jumpsuit, the slow, steady walk. No emotion, no motive, just the shape. Michael Myers murdered his sister at 6, then spent 15 years in silence before escaping. He is a void, a human-shaped black hole from which no empathy escapes. The blank mask erases identity, making him a universal symbol of dread. He stalks suburbia, turning safe spaces into hunting grounds. His slow pace is a statement of confidence. He will get to you, no rush. Michael is nearly indestructible, but his motivation is a terrifying mystery. He's not seeking revenge, he's simply an engine of destruction. He represents the fear of the unknown, the random violence that can strike without warning. He is the stranger in the dark, the face in the window. Sometimes evil just exists. Michael Myers, the silent, unstoppable monolith of horror. He's coming home, and nothing can stop him. He calls, he taunts, he asks your favorite scary movie, then he strikes. Ghostface isn't one person, it's a legacy, a mask anyone can wear. The terror is that the killer could be someone you know, friend, lover, or neighbor. The mask hides not a monster, but the monster inside a human being. Ghostface weaponizes horror tropes using genre knowledge to trap victims. The phone calls are deadly games where a wrong answer means death. Unlike supernatural killers, Ghostface is clumsy, vulnerable, and all too human. The kills are messy and frantic, driven by raw emotion. The question, who is it, drives the paranoia. Everyone's a suspect. The mask, inspired by the scream, is a symbol of hidden pain and rage. Ghostface is the dark side of pop culture, turning victims into characters in a bloody spectacle. The terror is betrayal. The call is coming from inside the house. Ghostface, the killer who knows the rules and breaks them. He doesn't chase or stab. He makes you choose, live or die. John Kramer, aka Jigsaw, is a dying man who forces others to value life through brutal games. He's not a traditional slasher but a twisted moralist, engineering salvation through suffering. Victims are placed in traps tailored to their flaws, forced to mutilate themselves or die. The horror is in the impossible choice. What would you sacrifice to survive? Jigsaw's power is intellect and planning, always 10 steps ahead. Even after death, his legacy continues through apprentices and pre-planned games. His puppet Billy is the face of his lessons, a harbinger of the game to come. Jigsaw perverts justice, passing judgment and offering a bloody path to redemption. He never kills directly, but his body count is immense. He forces us to confront our own survival instincts. Jigsaw asks, "How much blood will you shed to stay alive?" He wears his victims' faces and never speaks, just screams. Deep in Texas, Leatherface is the butcher of a cannibal family, a product of abuse and isolation. He's not a mastermind but the muscle, tragically, monstrously human. Raised in a slaughterhouse, he sees outsiders as meat. His chainsaw is loud, chaotic, and utterly destructive, a promise of a gruesome end. The horror is raw and real, the film feeling more like a nightmare documentary. There's no escape, just the wrong place at the wrong time. Leatherface is a victim as much as a monster, broken by his family. He's a force of pure, id-driven violence. When the chainsaw revs, there's nowhere to run. It's just a doll, right? But this one's possessed by Charles Lee Ray, the Lakeshore Strangler. Chucky is the subversion of innocence, a child's toy turned nightmare. He infiltrates homes and bedrooms undetected and deadly. The terror begins with gaslighting. No one believes the doll is alive. Chucky is crude, violent, and darkly funny, taunting victims as he kills. His small size is an advantage. He can hide anywhere, attack from anywhere. His desperation to escape the doll's body gives his rampage urgency. Over time, Chucky evolves into a meta-horror icon, spawning a killer doll family. He's the corruption of childhood, the voice in the playroom that whispers threats. Chucky, the deadliest thing in the smallest package. Number 3, Art the Clown, the mime of mutilation. He doesn't speak, just smiles, a wide, predatory grin. Art is a throwback to primal, nihilistic horror, a terrifying enigma. He appears on Halloween armed with surgical tools and a trash bag of weapons. His purpose is chaos, pure, unmotivated sadism. Art's kills are performances, acts of extreme, transgressive art. The violence is the point, and he takes gleeful pleasure in it. His silence makes him profoundly unnerving. There's no one to reason with. The films refuse to cut away, forcing you to witness every horrific detail. Art's supernatural nature is vague, making him even more disturbing. He represents the fear of meaningless violence, being targeted for no reason. Art the Clown, the silent, smiling symbol of nihilism. Number 2, Angela Baker, the camper with a secret. At Camp Arawak, the killer isn't a hulking man, but shy, traumatized Angela. The film subverts expectations. Angela is bullied, the perfect victim, but becomes the predator. Her rage is rooted in psychological trauma and a tragic past. The kills are creative, but the true horror is the slow burn mystery of who and why. The infamous twist, Angela is actually her brother, Peter, forced to live as a girl. It's a tragedy of forced identity and abuse, creating a monster. The final reveal is pure, jaw-dropping horror. Angela shatters the slasher mold, a chilling reminder that the deepest wounds are unseen. She is a unique, unforgettable figure in horror. Number 1, Chrome Skull, the curator of carnage. He's not driven by rage or revenge, he's a technician, a killer for the digital age. Chrome Skull merges brutal violence with technology, turning murder into a performance. His chrome mask reflects terror, and the cold detachment of his work. He plans meticulously, using custom weapons and a shoulder camera to broadcast his kills. Murder becomes a spectator sport, a dark web performance for unseen admirers. He's silent, focused, and terrifyingly efficient. Victims are props in his production, objects to be artistically destroyed. Chrome Skull is the fear of being watched, your terror turned into entertainment. He's the ultimate slasher for the 21st century, a brand, a symbol, a cameraman of carnage. He's not just a man in a mask, he's a chilling reflection of our media-saturated world. Chrome Skull, the killer who films your final moments. From Crystal Lake to Elm Street, these slashers are more than monsters, they're modern folklore. They're the cautionary tales we tell in the dark, personifications of our deepest fears. Each slasher holds up a distorted mirror to society, reflecting anxieties about evil, technology, and the unknown. Whether silent or sadistic, they remind us of our own mortality. Their legacies are carved in celluloid nightmares that have shaped horror for generations. They are legends, nightmares. If you hear something creak tonight, it's probably just your imagination. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and let us know which slasher haunts your dreams. Stay safe.